Hey everyone, thought I'd do a nice quick tutorial on something that you may all want to use at some stage, which is adding a copyright across your images. So if you're a wedding or portrait photographer, or you've got clients that you want to show them some of your images, things that you can do: reduce the size of the image down to 72 bits rather than the normal sort of 300, or what is it called again? Something along those lines. My mind's muddled up because I've not had much sleep after working in the clubs. So yeah, you can reduce the size of the image, but let's face it, that's still good enough for web quality. And a lot of clients these days, portraits and things, most people are going to want them for likes of Facebook and things. So to reduce the size isn't going to defer anything at all. So your other option is to stick a copyright across the image, and the long-winded way would be to write it out on the image and reduce the opacity down. What I'm going to show you to do is how to make a brush that allows you to click onto the image, and this is going to be easier if you're doing multiple images, rather than having to go through each one a step at a time or copy it over and all the rest of it. So I'm going to show you I'm going to add it to this picture here. This is a shot, just so that you all know. This is a friend of mine called Ashley. She's been a model for a few years. She's a manager of Racing Dolls PR, who've just won for the second year in a row. I think it's the best PR team, and it was at the Scottish Car Show. They are specifically a motor sport PR group who go to cruises. They've gone to events at Knockhill, the Scottish car shows. They do a lot of things for the stock racing, such as being trophy girls and stuff. So they do a lot. They work their backsides off, and so I thought I'd use an image of their manager and say a little bit about them, just as a respect, because I work with them. I'm one of the main photographers for them, and I've got a lot of respect for these girls. They work hard, they turn up to these events, and they don't they're family friendly, which is a thing that you want these days, because a lot of these events have kids at it as well. So they're a brilliant crowd. So if you're in Scotland, if you're at any cruises in sort of this central belt, so Glasgow, Livingston, Edinburgh, Fife, that kind of spectrum, you'll probably see them there at some stage. So just say hi and say that you know about Ashley through seeing her photo on one of my tutorials. Well, that's the plug for the girls over with, so let's get on with the actual tutorial. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up a new file, or new document. I'm going to make it 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels. And I'm going to keep my black selected, and I'm going to select my text. Now I've already selected everything. I've selected the stencil. You can choose whatever style of writing you like. It doesn't matter. I'm using the stencil because it's a nice thick one. But you can use any of these at all. And just going to click anywhere. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to move things around in a minute. Because this is for the Racing Dolls, I'm going to put Racing Dolls. Helps if I can spell. Now, when you're doing a copyright, you can either just say on it copyright, or you can put your name, your business name, you can put the client's names across it, anything you want really. This will work with. What I generally try to do is create a brush that is one that I can use across all images that I'm doing. So this one will work very well for that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click that is acceptable, happy with that. Now I'm going to click this top tool with the arrow and the plus sign. I don't know what it's called, so you need to forgive me. Just going to click anywhere on the outside bar. So when you see the two arrows come up, click on it. I'm going to select this chain link. And all that does is if I drag it from the corner and drag down, it's going to take it outwards as well. So it basically stops you distorting what you've created and keeps it to the same sort of ratio. So we'll do that. Racing Dolls PR. I'm going to turn mine slightly because I want it to go across the image. And we'll bring it down so it's inside. That'll do fine. So there's my text. There's the logo the way that I want it to appear across the image. So the next thing to do now is to go to Edit and Define Brush Preset. I can't get my words out of the day, it's terrible. So we're going to click on that and just give the brush a name. So I'm just going to go Racing Dolls, and we will OK that, and we will now close this down. Save changes? No, don't need it anymore. So back to our main picture, and we'll select a brush, and we'll go into our brush, and we should find somewhere here, this one here will be Racing Dolls PR, and we can see it there as we're going over. Now the good thing with this as well is you can select the color that you want. If you can use black, you can use white, it doesn't matter because it's just a brush preset. Now I'm going to keep it on black. I'm going to take the size up a bit. It's flashing away at me just because I'm doing too much. That's it taken to the maximum size. Now I'm going to take the opacity down to 25%, and the reason for that is I don't want it to go over the image too much, and then all you do is click, and there it is. Now you can't see it very clearly. I understand that, you know, if you want it to be bigger on the image, then all you need to do is increase your opacity up. So if we take that back, create an opacity of say 40%, and click now, you can see that you're going to get a deeper amount on it. With the copyright, you're not worried if it's going to show up in every image. Obviously, the lighter the image, the more of it you're going to see. The darker the image, the less you're going to see. But it's a nice, quick and easy way. So I can now open up another image from anywhere. Let's just see. I've got events. I thought it was in here. It's not. It's a separate one. I can go into Racing Dolls. You can see I've done a bit of work with them, and I'll select one from the garage shoot that we did. So we'll select Ashley again, and I'll just take the first one. Open with CS5. So we've got another one now of Ashley looking very sexy in a garage shoot that we did, and we'll just click. And there we go, Racing Dolls PR across the image. It means if anyone tries to copy that, it's going to be there. People are going to see that it's not an original because all they've done is copied it. And that's all you're looking for. And that's how to create copyright using a brush. Any questions on that at all, give me a shout.